What's up, everybody? So I'm back with another one. Yep, I'm back again. So today we're going to talk about OP and Q. If you have continued with us on the journey thus far, we are talking about the A through Z list for the collective. If you don't know what the A through Z list is, I encourage you to find that video and watch it. However, I will give you a rundown before we get started. If you don't know me by now, I'd like to say thank you for visiting and welcome so much. I don't know. Thank you so much for visiting and welcome to the Conscious Cornucopia channel, which did originate as the Patience, Prayer, and Positivity family. You can check out the About Me section or the description box below to find out any information you would need to know regarding me, who I am, what I do, what I'm talking about, all that good jazz. So we're going to just straight jump in. I will let you know this is timeless. It is a read for the collective, and it follows the A through Z list currently. So what we're talking about, we're talking about opportunity. Not only opportunity that can be presented to you, but then also opportunity that you present. Not only opportunity, they're telling me to slow down already. I was so excited when I got on here. Because I just been ready to jump back in and get back started. I did take a couple of days and they told me to relax, pull my energy back a little bit, step out of the energy playing field and just focus on myself for a little while, and then also just get ready for the full moon that we have coming up, which I don't know, again, when you're watching this, I don't know when it's going to be uploaded, but at this time, that's why I don't put time stamps and stuff on it, because, I mean, in the time that it is right now, I know that when it's uploaded, it won't be this time again, if that makes any sense, okay? But in the full moon that we're coming up right now, the strawberry full moon, it is going to be an intense full moon. I know that, like I've been explaining to you all, if you've been continuing to follow me up until this point, full moons are all about, for me personally, it's a lot of healing and letting go of things that don't serve us, just really focusing on that healing and that purging of anything that may have come up or may have resurfaced from something that may have triggered you. Anyway, back to what I'm saying, because it seems like too, when it's like full moon and new moon energy, my talk, well, I think it's more so full moon where my talk is a little off. It seems like I can't get my words out, and so they're telling me to slow down. So, like I was saying, it's not only opportunity that can be presented to you, but also opportunity that you seek out and you create for yourself, okay? And how do you do that? Going back to the beginning, you have to follow to see how we've made it up to this point right now. But I will tell you that in starting it all, you do have to alter your attitude and balance bullshit. Those are the two main topics that have kind of come along throughout the journey of this A through Z list, okay? So it says there is a lot of opportunity, but you must continue to keep being obedient and stay optimistic, okay? So if you feel like it's something that you want to do in life, but you don't have the faith and the courage or even stay optimistic in that the opportunity can be presented to you, that's not you being obedient to yourself, okay? And you not being optimistic is not really going to bring that into fruition. Because if you think you can do it, then you can do it, okay? But if you think you can't do it, then 9 times out of 10, you're not going to take the action regarding what it is you're setting out to do, okay? But also making sure that you're being obedient. And what I mean by being obedient, they're telling me to give myself as an example, okay? So for the gifts and talents that I do have, it's not that I've been hiding them or trying to keep them hidden from anyone. It's just simply that I had to, with me still going through life as we all do, and my energy being tugged in different places. I was supposed to be doing this, and that. In the midst of all that, they were throwing things at me that I had to really focus on purging and healing from and really growing. And so they would tell me to do certain things, and maybe at the time, not that I necessarily wasn't doing it, but I wasn't doing it and to the fullest extent of what they wanted me to do. So technically, I felt as if I wasn't being completely obedient. until I really built my confidence and the courage to really, to really get to this point. Which again, if you watched my videos up to this point, you will know that it has taken some time for me to build myself to be able to do exactly what it is I'm doing now. So yes, now I am thoroughly being obedient. When they tell me to record and write down these things, that's what I do, okay? Because I know that it's pushing me along to where they're guiding me to be, which is my destiny, okay? It's also too, in a sense, like they gave me the example of like being obedient to like your parents when you were younger, if you're older now, or if you're younger, it's you being obedient to your parents and making sure that whatever they're asking you to do or telling you to do, that you're obedient and you do it, so that whatever opportunity comes to you next. So say for instance, you want to go somewhere, you want to go to the mall, or you want to buy something, and you're optimistic that you're gonna get it, or you're gonna get to go to that place. Well, if you're not being obedient to your parent, 9 times out of 10, they're not going to grant you that opportunity to either purchase what you want to purchase or go to wherever you want to go. So I hope I just met everybody on all levels so that we can continue. Okay, because with continuing, what you have to remember to do is, in the process, be patient. Pray if that's something that you believe in, and be positive, okay? And what this is going to bring is you fully walking into what we've been talking about, your life purpose, okay? It's going to bring you into your purpose. What the purpose is going to bring you, or you get into your life purpose, is going to bring you peace. And the peace is going to bring you prosperity, okay? But what do you have to do? Again, from A up until now, you have to remember that you have to take these steps. That's why I hope you've start to take notes in your phone, you've grabbed a notebook, you've done something that will be able to get you to this point where you can start focusing on the opportunities, okay, being optimistic about it, but also being obedient and take the steps you're guided to take. So they just gave me another example. If you want to be a singer or a dancer or a boxer, then you have to take the proper steps to get you to that point. You can't just jump out here and say, I want to dance, and you never danced before. Or you can't just say, I want to box, and you never trained. You didn't do the training for the physical health that you needed to do in order to become that boxer. Okay, same thing with, I don't even know what the other example that they just gave me, but that's pretty much in a nutshell what they're having me to tell you, is that through the process of whatever you're trying to become, you must be patient. If you believe in prayer, pray and manifest that it'll come into fruition for you. How? By being optimistic, and then also being positive, because if positivity and the optimistic, they're telling me, goes together. Because as long as you're optimistic about you doing something, or that you're able to do it, in the midst of that, you also have to be positive about it and that you can do it. Because if you're negative and you say, well, I want to dance, but I don't know, I don't think I can, I don't know, because that looks so hard. That's not going to bring you what you want. You're not going to become a dancer. You must be optimistic that you can really get there as long as you put that work in, have that faith. And then again, what it's going to bring you, because maybe dancing is your purpose. Maybe you love to dance, and for whatever type of dance it is for you, maybe you want to dance for singers or rappers or whoever, but you must again take those steps and be optimistic that you can actually do that. That can come into fruition for you as long as you keep the faith, okay? So that opportunity can present itself, but it's work that you have to do as well, okay? So again, we're talking about OP and Q. Q, it talks about quality and quantity, okay? So quality and quantity within your quest. Whatever quest you're setting out to go on, there's quality and there's quantity. But you have to figure out what the quality and the quantity of the capabilities that you're capitalizing up on is or are, okay? You need to ask questions about where you foresee yourself being, because you are a queen, okay? So they're having me focus on, we've talked about kings, I think, in the last couple of previous videos, and now we're talking about queens. So the breakdown they're giving me, because for whatever reason, is really dead set putting me on this energy of a dancer or a singer. That's what it was, a singer. They're giving me the energy heavily of a dancer and a singer. So maybe you're both, or you want to do both, or you're in that field. I don't know. It's energy, okay? So what they're telling me is that within you being a dancer or a singer, what do you have to do if you want the opportunity to be presented to you. Okay, you must first remember, be optimistic, stay obedient, take the proper steps, patience, prayer, positivity. If this is your purpose, focus on it being your purpose, or whatever it is for you. May not be singer or dancer. It's just what they're giving me as an example right now. So in the midst of this, if this is your purpose, you really need to figure that out, which the previous videos will help you kind of get to that point through whatever it is I've been talking about, or they've had me talk about on these previous videos. Because with you being optimistic and positive, again, you have to foresee yourself being there. If you can foresee yourself being there, you can foresee yourself doing it. You just have to make sure you're taking those proper steps to get you to that point, right? Okay. So ask questions. And what do I mean by ask questions? Ask people that have been in the field doing what you're doing, or doing what you want to do, but ask questions. That just had me focus on the questions part. But you really need to make sure that you're asking questions about where you foresee yourself being. So if it's someone in the field that's been there doing what you're doing, asking them questions in regards to how they got started, what did they do to train to get themselves to that point, how was the opportunity presented to them, how can you train and make yourself better to make sure, or to have the opportunity presented to you, okay? So let's just get started and see what we have come up in the cards. Okay, they did lead me to 3 different decks, and they're telling me to start with this one. Okay, on the bottom there is giraffe, and giraffe speaks of a excuse me. The giraffe speaks of a visionaries. Okay, so everyone knows what a vision is, right? So just like we've been talking about, something that you foresee happening. Okay, same thing. It says told y'all I can't talk. Oh my gosh. Okay, it says rise above earthly matters, glide through life with grace. You are able to see the right path. Stand tall in your self-worth, and love with a big heart. Okay, love, I truly believe, was one of the last, yep, it was the beginning of the last video that we talked about. Okay, so I highly encourage you to watch that. Also, if you're just now tuning in, not really sure at this point why you'll be tuning into this video, but if you were led to, that's what it is. You were being obedient. You were led to this video. However, if you started with the A through Z and you see that with the last, or how this is going, my guides string information along to me so that I'm able to present it to you, okay? So everything we've talked about up until this point has been stringed together, and it all played a part in getting us to this point. So see how it says love with a big heart? What's the last thing we talked about in the last video? Love was number 1, okay? So what I'm getting from this card, there are 3 giraffes in this card, right? They're telling me in how 3s speak of harmony, 3s speak of balance, 3s also speak of manifestation. Okay, so you can manifest this opportunity that you're wanting to bring into your life, but you need to be optimistic, have that vision, and clearly foresee yourself being there, and also being obedient and taking the steps that you need to take. Okay, because they're giving me this image, right? And how it looks like they're setting out, or they look as if they're about to set out and go wherever they're going. But they can see the right path is what I'm seeing. So you can foresee exactly where you're wanting to go, or the opportunities that you are wanting to bring into your life. You can see it, you foresee it. You see the right path in regards to going on this quest. But again, what do you have to do? Everything we've been talking about up until this point, okay? So let's see what else we would have to know regarding O, P, and Q. I hope everyone is doing great. You have the humpback whale, and right there, you see that behind the whales? Okay, it's a moon. It looked like a full moon, okay? So definitely, I pray that throughout this time, you are setting intentions for yourself as well, especially if it's regarding some opportunities that you're wanting to bring into your life. I'm a part of the collective too, and I have to do work just like you have to do work. Nothing I know will just be handed to me or presented to me just like that. It all requires work, manifestation, and movement, which is something we've talked about up until this point, okay? So a humpback whale is insignificant to a singer. Okay, so I told you, it's somebody's energy I'm picking up on that singer, something about a singer is related to you. Okay, but this says sing healing songs for the world. So if you are that singer, or it could be that you're a rapper or whatever that I'm connecting to. So it speaks that you need to sing healing songs for the world. This right here is a part of my stage. And if you want to break down what I'm doing as they're giving it to me in regards to being a singer, what did I have to do? Okay. I had to practice outside of here, right? So I've been reading for people since 2016. I've done a whole lot of manifestation. I've done a whole lot of praying. I've done a whole lot of being patient. And I definitely have done a whole lot of balancing the bullshit and being positive, okay? So it took all of that to get me to this point. I had to, in a sense, practice to get to this point. When I first started, I wasn't able to just get on here and do this, especially if you follow me since the beginning or another platform. You know that I wasn't just able to fully jump out and do this, okay? I was giving messages here and there as they were giving them to me, but I wasn't fully able to get in front of this camera and talk to you. If you watch my beginning video, I think I had on an orange shirt that said Queen. If you watch that video, you will know that I tell you it's not as easy as people try to make it seem. You have to build the courage and build the confidence to get in front of a camera and talk the way I'm talking. I don't care what nobody say. It may be some people that just full out jumped out and did it. They can do it. It's a lot of people that have that confidence, but so many people don't have the confidence. That's why you have to build yourself to that point and stay optimistic, okay? Stay positive and stay patient, because you will truly get there, okay? So same thing they're telling me. Like I said, this is a part of my my stage, and what I'm doing is I'm doing the work and being obedient in regards to what they're having me give you regarding healing, okay? So it also, again, required a lot of manifestation and movement, because I have been manifesting since 2016. It's a lot that I manifested, but it's a lot that I can be honest with you and tell you, I wasn't moving on, okay? But when they lit that fire up under my ass and they told me you better get going before you lose it, okay? They say you snooze it, you lose it. And I wasn't trying to lose it. Nothing that I've been blessed with am I trying to lose, okay? So be obedient. Make sure you're doing that work. So it says sing healing songs for the world. So again, singer, rapper, make sure anything that you're doing, saying, is something that's able to help another person heal. They're giving me the example of Beyonce, Pretty Hurts. So if you listen to the song, you know what it means. But it also, for me in that song, it allowed me to build some of the confidence that I have, because unfortunately, you can agree or disagree. That made me no difference. This is personally my life. So when I was growing up, okay, I have really bad eczema, and I was talked about, in a sense, low-key bullied regarding my eczema, and I never felt confident because of my skin and because of my eczema. So I would always wear like baggy jogging pants or baggy sweatshirts or whatever to just cover myself. And in a sense, I felt like I was hiding, and that no one knew or they didn't really know about my skin because I was hiding it. But what did I have to do? Even though my mom used to be like, I would do this in the summer, and she'd be like, you gonna burn up. And I didn't really care about being hot, and I never thought, like, as a child, what if you go out here and have a damn heat stroke? I wasn't thinking like that. I just knew I was trying to cover my skin and hide myself from the world because I didn't like my skin, and I felt like nobody else would accept me for my skin. But that is something that you have to know. And I think I talked about this previously. If you don't accept you, no one else will accept you, okay? But when I started to try and really love myself and build my confidence, I didn't care about my skin and what people thought and how they felt about it, because I truly believe that I was created this way for a reason. I was made in his image, depending on what you believe, how you believe, but I was made this way for a reason. And it could be to help people who struggle from eczema or whatever. I don't know. But all I know is I had to really build my confidence and work my way to this point. So also, I never thought I was pretty. When I was growing up, I did not feel as though I was pretty. And you say, well, why you didn't think that? How you didn't think that? Yes, I had family that would tell me I was pretty or whatever. But no, I didn't think that. It had took me a long time to build my confidence and stand in my self-worth and knowing like I am who I am for a reason. I look in the mirror and I affirm to myself, I am beautiful. You are beautiful. I am loved. You are loved. You affirm these things to yourself, because the more you believe in yourself, the more others will believe in you too. Okay? So that being optimistic. With you being optimistic, you don't know what opportunities can be presented to you. Okay? So it says your inner navigation always guides you. Nothing can stop you or keep you from your goal. Align with your purpose and the power in your soul. What have we been talking about up until this point? Get into your life purpose, because yours is different than mine. Okay? This is a part of my life purpose, but I know that it's so much bigger. There are other things that I'm supposed to be doing. This is just a gist of it. And I am led and I am guided to help you get there. So I'm glad you're here. Okay? And look at the next card we have. We have perseverance. Okay, and it's a ram. The ram is with perseverance. And it says, you have many gifts. What have we been talking about? What? Hey. Okay, that's all I'm saying. No problem can withstand the power of your mind. What have we been talking about too? Everything starts with your mental, okay? With patience, you can reach your mountaintop. Never give up and good luck will follow. What have we been talking about? Patience, prayer, and positivity. Okay, I'm going to throw that out there. And let's see what we have. Whoa. Okay, so cards were prayed over, pre-shuffled, and meditated before I began. But I always like to give you one or two shuffles on camera. I don't do it on camera anymore because it just takes too long. Nobody got all day. Okay. So what messages are we allowed to know for O, P, and Q? Thank you. Look at that. I think we already had this pop out, but you got teaching and learning drop out. You got life review pop out. You have crystal clear intentions. Hey, all of this is stuff that we done already kind of ran over. So again, like I said, you'll see how information is stringed along to me. And all of this is a continuation. And remember, it's collective energy. So with it being, we're going to stop right there is what I heard. With this being collective energy, energy flows throughout the collective. So you'll see where we may have progressed somewhere, but then there's still some lingering. Okay? So we have, well, actually this one was first. We have teaching and learning. Okay? Crystal clear intentions. What did I just say? Setting those intentions. I have to set intentions too. Nothing just gonna be dropped in your lap. Okay? Got life review. You have relationship harmony drop out. Okay, so now we kind of starting to pull some love energy in here. So I don't know if you hadn't watched up until this point how I feel about the whole love thing, but I truly believe that you have to, yes, I believe in love, don't get me wrong, but I just feel as though you have to really do that work, do that inner work and that self-love work and all that good jazz in order to get to this point. Okay, you have sensitivity. Remember who you are. So, and remember, I'm getting the energy of with you remembering who you are, is it going to allow you to fully align and go on the path that you are guided and directed to take? But there are some things that need to be cut out, okay? And in these things being cut out, Could be some toxic, I'm getting toxic energy of toxic people and toxic situations that you need to let go of, okay? Could just be within your mind or your mental. But in this card, this angel is holding a sword and a torch, okay? So it's almost like with you cutting out anything that's not serving you to move forward and persevere in the direction that you're wanting to go in, becoming that ram. If you don't cut it out, you're not going to be able to light your torch. You're not going to be able to carry your torch and walk in the direction that you're meant to go in, even if you're visualizing it. Okay, there's just unfortunately, and it ain't really even unfortunate, but there's just some things that you have to cut out in order to move forward in the direction that they're wanting you to go in. Okay, definitely because your life is under review right now. Okay, so with the Remember Who You Are card, it says you are a powerful, loving, and creative child of God. Depending on how you believe, don't shoot the messenger. It says you are very loved. I truly believe that we all are very loved and we all matter. I don't care who you are, like I said, where you come from, we all matter. We all have something that we're supposed to be doing and we're meant to do in life to progress us forward so that we can keep moving and persevering, because we all go through shit. It's right here in these cards. It says this is the lizard, which means regeneration, okay? I've already talked about this in a previous video, so I'm not going to really hone in on this and what they're telling me. But look how the energy just keep coming. We've had squirrel pop out before. I think we had raccoon pop out too. But I'm not going to keep going because you just have to check out the previous videos. I got to get this message out right now. Okay, but basically this card talks about how you are a survivor. Okay, like I said, we all go through shit. We all go through things in life to where we have to learn how to persevere. We have to keep moving forward. We can't stay stuck in that stagnant energy of whatever has happened to us. Okay, how do we do that? By remembering who we are. We're loved. I don't care who you are, you loved. If this is a relationship for you, and I get the energy of that, it could be previously some toxic situations that happen within relationships. Okay, and so with you altering your attitude, balancing the bullshit, reshifting energies, doing all that is going to bring balance back into either your home life, the people surrounding you, okay, no matter who it is. But it says we angels are opening the hearts of everyone involved. Arguments and conflicts are being resolved now. So again, like I said, if it's relationship, it's just you having to really get out of that stuck, stagnant energy and begin to persevere and realign. Come back into that balance with yourself. They're telling me to read it. So it says, as a survivor, you are unparalleled. So in the last video, it came up where there was a lot of talk in the collective about like domestic violence, sexual abuse, things like that. So if that is you or you have dealt with that, this card is simply a reminder that you must keep going, okay? Because as again, a survivor, you are unparalleled. No matter what happens, you can adapt. Embrace your transformation, put on your new cloak, just as a lizard does, and it says you are a master of regeneration. Okay, so you're mastering your life and things that you've gone through in your life. Taking inventory of everything that's happened to you, anything positive, negative, whatever that you've done in life, but you're just trying to move forward as you can see a brighter beginning for yourself. Life Review says take inventory of your life and resolve to change or heal anything that is unbalanced. Yes, that what have we been talking about? Okay, so now they're telling me to get into this healing cards. But in the process of all of this, excuse me, in the process of all of this and you becoming that visionary and seeing the direction that you're meant to go in, which is your destiny, okay, you must, again, for whatever this is for you, y'all know how I feel about these cards dropping. Yeah. Give me a second. I'm a ball, Jesus. Okay. Y'all don't be judging me. I don't judge y'all. Don't be judging me. Okay. So I don't take cards that fall on the floor, unfortunately. But I will tell you that this is meditation, relaxation, spiritual awakening. Okay? Relaxation and spiritual awakening both go hand in hand with meditation, because as you meditate, pray, whatever you believe, you come into this energy of relaxing and coming into these awakenings. And with you meditating, if you are having a spiritual awakening happening to you, you'll be able to relax. Because I'll tell you, it ain't easy. It ain't easy. On the table, you had sexuality drop out. So it's definitely some of you going through these awakening moments. And in the process, remember who you are, okay? Because I'll tell you, it ain't easy. I don't really know too many readers that get on here and tell you that anything is easy. They might make it look easy, but I'll be the one to tell you, excuse me, some hair was on my lip or something. I will be the one to tell you that spiritual awakenings are not easy. They're very intense. They bring up energy that you thought, or shit you thought you had let go of a long time ago. They bring people back into your life that you ain't heard from since forever ago, because it's a trigger, okay? So like I said, I'll be the one to tell you it's not easy, but you can get there. And it's definitely some of you having that with the sexuality card here. If you watched the last video, you know that sexuality was a big topic. We had sexuality jump out 2 different times in 2 different decks. So this is you really being focused on you at this time by remembering who you are and taking inventory of your life and reviewing and healing the things that need to be reviewed and healed at this time. Okay, but like I was saying, for whatever this is for you and in the direction you know you're supposed to be going, or if it's you just taking that inventory to figure out your life purpose, in the process, what do? Teaching is here first, but in order to teach, you must learn, okay? So I look at this in a backwards way a little bit, and that you must learn before you can be the master in a situation and teach others. You gotta first learn. So, okay, so they're giving me the example of telling me to use myself. A big part of me being able to do this was going through all of that shit and all of those spiritual awakenings and the different triggers and things that they've sent me up until this point, so that I'm able to get on here and help and assist you and take inventory as you go through these things as well, okay? Because I mean, they're telling me it's so many awakenings that I've gone through up until now, but it's like you need to know that in this realm, or just in life general, even if you're not spiritual or you don't have a desire to be spiritual, whatever you believe in, you're gonna go through things, but it's all in how you react to the situation. What we've been talking about in previous videos too is balancing that negative and positive, that light and that darkness, okay? A flower can't bloom in just the light. The flower has to have darkness as well, okay? But in the process of all that, setting those crystal clear intentions, okay? I don't remember what video we talked about intentions, but like I just told you, especially during the full moons, do I make sure I hone in and set intentions so that I'm able to bring it into fruition, okay? Got dreams. Dreams has been a big topic within the collective energy too, but you do have sensitivity. So if this is a relationship for you, or just whatever it is in your life you're having to heal and take inventory from, there is a lot of sensitive energy and like emotions flying in the collective right now is what I'm getting. So that's why they just want you to make sure that your intentions are pure. You're coming from a pure place with a pure heart. Excuse me, especially no matter what kind of relationship it is, really, it don't just have to be intimate. It can be platonic as well. So they say, keep an open mind and learn new ideas, then teach these ideas to others. Okay, so for whatever part of this life purpose that is for you, you can help me too. I need a personal trainer. I need a really, really, really good, I'm not going to say, I do really need a really, really, really good hairstylist, but more so like a, like, I want somebody to, it's not that I don't, how can I put this? I know how to shop for clothes, and you know, like I can put stuff together or whatever. What's it called? A clothing designer? Yeah, like I'll take a little personal clothing designer. I don't really get my nails done. I haven't got back into that energy yet, because I used to all the time, like all the time. But it's just not. That's not something that my guys are having me focus on. But yeah, personal training and like a clothing designer, or like a clothing what I just call them? Y'all forgot that quick. But anyway, like somebody that can just kind of help me with my wardrobe. I don't wear makeup, but I'm interested in like makeup and stuff. So yeah. Anyway, basically what they're telling me to give you all that for is because these are things that like I don't really focus on. It's not my focus. I never really been big or into that other than my nails. But like I really want a personal trainer or like a health coach to help me get in the correct direction I'm supposed to be in. So basically what I'm saying is, if that's the field that you're in, of course, if you're already in it, you had to learn before you could teach others. But it's the same energy for anyone, and whatever life purpose that you're going into, you have to learn before you can teach other people. So like I said, I had to go through this and really set crystal clear intentions regarding how I wanted to do it, when I wanted to do it, all of that. And what I mean by that is, did my guys put me on a time frame? Kind of, in a sense, because they held me accountable. And what I mean by that is, if you watch previous videos, you'll know that I did like a little trailer, right, that said coming this summer or something to that effect. I don't remember. But I think people might have thought that was a joke. I did get that energy before and thought it was a joke. Like, oh, she ain't gonna come back. She ain't gonna this. She not gonna that. Well, it's not for necessarily, and when I mean this, I don't mean like this isn't for you, but like that part, I couldn't focus on other people's energy and like, was it for them to determine or decide if I was or if I wasn't? I know my life better than anybody, and I know things that I have going on in my life where other people don't. So if I allowed those energies to knock me and block me and keep me from persevering and progressing forward, then I wouldn't be here doing what I'm doing now. So they're telling me to tell you all this because I knew that the time frame and when I wanted to get these videos out was this summer. But what I had to do was stay connected, okay, just as you have to do, and persevere, move forward, so that you can get to your life purpose and what you're wanting to do, what you're trying to create, and where you're trying to go, the opportunities that you're wanting to be presented to you, okay? So I was being obedient, and at the time that they told me to throw that little trailer out there, I did. That's what I did. Then they told me to record like 2 videos after that. I did that. And then they told me to step my energy back, excuse me, just as I've told you in the beginning of this video. Pull your energy back, step back, really focus on the direction that you're wanting to go in, how you're wanting to go. Take that inventory, okay? Fix anything that's unbalanced, heal anything that needs to be healed, because we've had several full moons and we've had a new moon as well. So within that time, I had to bring some things back into balance, remember who I was, okay? Set those crystal clear intentions. I'm still learning so that I'm able to teach you. I had to see, okay? These are things you have to do as well. Know that it can happen, but you must keep moving forward. You must keep persevering. My grandmother was big on perseverance. Through anything, she felt like no matter what you dealt with in life, you can persevere. You can always be strong and move forward. It might hurt a little bit, okay? Maybe that's why we got this sensitivity card. It might hurt a little bit, but that's all right. You can move forward. And whatever this is for you, especially, I get the energy like, especially if it's a relationship that no longer stands or you no longer have, even if it's not intimate, even when it comes to platonic relationships, okay? Remember we saw 3s in the beginning? And then you got harmony here. So even if it's something you don't have and it hurts your feelings, you just review it and you heal from it and you move forward. But it does say you are extra sensitive to energies and emotions right now. Honor yourself and your feelings. So whatever this is that you survived from or that you've had to heal, especially when it comes to anything you had to take inventory from, whether it's inward or outward, okay? The main thing that you need to take away is stay connected and persevere. Move forward. How are you going to move forward? Having that patience, prayer, like I said, if that's what you believe in, and being positive. Okay, that opportunities, again, will present themselves for whatever it is that you're wanting to go, whatever quest you're setting out to go on. But it starts with you. They're telling me that you have to know it starts with you and you finding your purpose so that you're able to bring that prosperity into your life, okay? But it starts with healing anything that's not balanced, okay? And it goes back to our B video and balancing the bullshit, right? Healthy boundaries as well, setting boundaries. Because, okay, if you watched up until this point, you would know they gave me the example of, like, if you're trying to heal from a love relationship, you really can't do that if you just gonna be sitting here listening to, you know, all these different love songs and these people that sing these love songs, because you're gonna always be thinking about love. Okay? So, all right, let's see. Thank you. Got the shadow. Okay, so paying attention to your shadow side and whatever is out of balance in your life. Again, like I just said, the energy that I'm getting here is that inward and that outward. Okay, you got fertility. Look, relationship healing, and you got peace. So it's a lot of relationship energy here. But again, I'm not only getting intimate, but I'm getting platonic as well, okay? Because the energy that they're giving me is like, for some that were in this relationship that no longer stands, that needs balance and harmony and healing within it, you both lost who you were, okay? You both lost who you were through, could have been a pregnancy, with fertility being here. It could have been some form of a pregnancy. But it just also is the energy, if it's not dealing with pregnancy or like children, it also is the energy of just like the birthing of new things and ideas and situations that arise where you both kind of lost who you were. And that's also why you have the sexuality card here. And you getting back into that balance with yourself, or you each getting into that balance, clearing out that shadow side so that you're able to be back in that harmony and that balance through healing the things that are no longer serving you, okay? And it's bringing this peace. But if it's not relationship for you, that's just some energy that I got. If it's not relationship, it's simply just you and taking the inventory and healing the relationship with yourself, or like others around you, such as family and friends. Excuse me, through setting pure and crystal clear intentions. I don't know why. Okay. Excuse me, my eyelashes itching. And I know because there's conflict on the bottom. So maybe that's why the sensitivity is here, because there is a lot. Y'all, look. I love this. Life purpose. Okay. I love what my guides have me to do, and that I found a part of my purpose, because I'm able to really help you. And as you can see, the cards literally do just as I state. They assist in my delivery. Okay. They're assisting me in my delivery, okay? And they're telling me to be quiet and keep going. All right, I'm listening. So on the bottom, we have creativity. So with you paying attention not only to yourself, okay, but to others around you, and honoring yourself throughout this process, through remembering who you are and bringing into fruition and birthing new ideas that you have surrounding yourself. Remember in the last video, I think it was, where we talked about how moving into your life purpose, are you going to become more creative, and are these new creative ideas going to come to you? And then what do we have? Creativity, okay? So it's all here in alignment to where, let me show you, okay? So you focusing on you, and it's starting with you. Even if you're in a relationship, guess who it still start with? You, okay? So you focusing on yourself, healing whatever needs to be healed, taking this inventory, okay? Putting your own life under review. Clearing out that shadow side. Not living in that shadow side and being in your ego. Not being prideful. Is what I'm getting. And like it really is the energy of like not being prideful and healing whatever needs to be healed. Okay? It's what's bringing you into this life purpose. Every video, I can guarantee you, will help you get to this point. If you never continue on through the Z, I promise you, up until this point, everything we've talked about will help you. And you're going to become more creative as you become unblocked. Okay? And unstuck. And how are you going to come unstuck? By persevering, moving forward, and being connected. You're being guided and you're being led, okay? You are divine. Anything else we should know? Anything else that we should know? Thank you. Just gonna clear the energy on out. Thank you. Makes me think of prosperity when we have abundance drop out. Okay, so what do we say in the beginning? Okay, you finding that life purpose is what's gonna bring you to your prosperity or your abundance. Okay, through your creativity and also self-love. Okay, and letting go of the things that no longer are serving you. Right. I love collective energy because it goes and it flows all day, y'all. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Okay. You got music and you got ancestors. Okay. So if you watch previous videos, you would know that like some energy that they have me pull on, because I don't knock music. I listen to every kind of music myself. But the energy that they had me focus on at that time was pretty much not listening to, you know, so much rap, hip hop, R&B, which is pretty much the example that they keep giving me when it comes to like this love. Okay, you're not gonna heal from love if all you hear is love songs. So that's what the energy is of music when I see this, but also bringing me back to that energy of whoever this life purpose is when it comes to you being a singer. Okay. Something regarding whatever you need to heal from is what you'll be able to put into your music. Okay, you'll be able to, whatever you're putting into your music, I get will also help others that's going through the same thing you're going through. That's typically what happens when you find your life purpose. It's whatever you're meant to be doing to put back into the world to help others heal. Okay, because you are connected. Got 2 connection cards here. Ancestors and source. Okay, even if it's not a singer, again, could be rapper energy. But the card clearly says singer, so definitely picking up the spirit and the energy of a singer. But yes, again, you're connected. Okay, so stay connected and move forward. Through you staying connected and moving forward is what's going to bring you here. Okay, even if it requires this self-love energy and you really focusing on yourself, right? Because all of this is bringing you into this energy of life purpose. I promise you, it seems like we done had life purpose come out every video up until now at some point. It really seems like it to me. But that's because I know that's a part of like my life purpose and what I'm meant to do right now. Help you heal and get to where it is you want to be in your life through taking inventory, reviewing your life, healing whatever needs to be healed. Okay? Because it's getting you to this peace. Okay? I can sit here and really tell you that in my shadow side, was there peace? And 9 times out of 10, nope. It was always some chaos, confusion, drama, conflict. It was always something going on. Once I altered my attitude, began to balance bullshit, let go of some things, people, places, situations that was not serving my highest good, not putting me in that peaceful state, was I able to come back into exactly where I am now, okay? And I am, again, a part of you, namaste, but I am a part of you to where it's a collective energy, and know that this can have something to do with something in my life right now, too, or that I have gone through. So, we had healthy boundaries back at the bottom, so pretty much what I just said. I hope these messages did resonate with you. I encourage you to like, comment, share the love from anyone you know that can assist or can benefit from these messages. Okay? Remember to keep moving forward. Okay? Keep loving on you and moving forward so that you can really get to the success and the new beginnings that you're wanting to get through in life. But remember, through all of this, are you needing to move forward through taking action and persevering through staying connected, okay? Staying grounded and staying balanced. Healing with, you had inner child drop out. So definitely healing anything that needs to be healed at this time. And then look on the bottom. When I was about to stop, you got healing. And what is this? Compassion. Okay, so that makes me think of this sensitivity energy that we have at this time. So not only, really focusing on yourself and your emotions, but others as well. Coming into harmony and balance with yourself, the relationship with yourself and the relationship with others through remembering who you are and knowing that you're loved. Definitely do this perseverance, okay? Clearly keep seeing so that these opportunities can come into your life and you can create new opportunities for yourself and for others. Okay, through setting crystal clear intentions, taking review, again, of anything that's no longer serving you, letting it go, and being in that balance through through learning so that you are able to teach others, okay? You help and assist others on their path just as I help and assist you on your path. I love each of you. I look forward to speaking with you on the next video. Again, like, comment, or share the love, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.